I mentioned earlier that he drafted all of the bills, but he even acted as secretary to the board. And one of the things I discovered writing this book was that he did all of this between the age of 73 and 83, the last decade of his life, which gives me great hope as to what can be done at different stages of your life. And it really shows his political skills at their best. And also the canniness of someone who sometimes comes across as very naive and idealistic, and the political astuteness. His decision to draft the minutes of the governing board, known as the Board of Visitors, is one that most of us shy away from if we're invited to be secretaries of any committee. But of course it is very smart, because it does mean you have the last word, and it's your interpretation which becomes part of the formal record of the meetings. And he would show his political skill time and again. The person who helped him get all this legislation through the Senate, and that was a remarkable achievement for reasons that we'll see. And this was the most costly university ever to be constructed, and one of the largest public projects in America in the period. One person estimated that it cost more than Yale from the time of its endowment to that date. But the person he used in the Senate was called Joseph Cabell. And Cabell, he worked on constantly, not only to manipulate the legislature, but also to campaign, to find sympathetic legislatures and get them elected. And Cabell and his wife finally had too much of this. And Cabell was actually spitting blood on the floor of the Senate. He was being reduced so much physically by the weight of this project. And Jefferson wrote in this remarkable letter saying, "You cannot betray me in this hour of my greatest need. This project is greater than both of us." And we'll see why he thought it so important, but it's also incredibly manipulative as well.